Are you a fan of cozy games like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing? Did you perhaps go absolutely feral for the Warrior Cats books as a child or tween? Then you may have heard of this newly released game called Cattails Wildwood Story, or maybe you haven't heard of it. Either way, stick around because today we're going to be taking a look at whether or not you should buy Cattails Wildwood Story. Thank you to the developers of this game for providing me with a free review key. The premise of Cattails Wildwood Story is to lead a colony of cats by building, hunting, foraging, and collecting. Of course, you play as a cat yourself. As you defend your colony from void cats, the evil beings trying to harm your citizens, you discover dark ruins in the woods that are taken over by the same void cat magic. In order to clear the temples, you must recruit new cats to your colony and then solve puzzles and fight your way through to expel the dark energy. I'll go over each of the main features in the game so we can get a better look at them. Starting with character customization. The customization in this game is very in-depth. The game gives you a couple of pages of coat patterns to choose from, or you can make your own. This footage is from my stream where my chat helped me create a festively spooky looking feline to be our main character, who we then named Spatula. You can even unlock hats and other silly accessories as you progress to dress up your character. By the way, a lot of the gameplay you'll be seeing in this video is from my live streaming of this game, so make sure you check that out if you want to see more in-depth gameplay. After you create your character, you're launched into the Wildwood, which will be your new home as told to you by your spiritual leader, the Forest Guardian. You get to choose where you set up your empire. In my case, my stream chat made us live inside of a volcano.
Coco's like, that looks like an ideal spot to settle. Great choice, Spatula. Was it a great choice?
Where I kept burning myself on the lava that was inside.
You think we'll die if we step in the lava? We need to try it.
Oh! Like I mentioned before, in Cattails Wildwood Story, you lead a colony, and part of your leadership involves recruiting new cats to join your operation. The way you recruit cats is sort of like a bundle system. Inside the temple within your colony, you must donate specific items needed before the new member can be unlocked. Many of the cats you recruit come with new skills or activities that you can participate in. For instance, if you recruit Glimmer, you also unlock a museum. Each cat also comes with their own house or den, which you can customize a style of. You also have full access to decorate your colony. You can fully change every tree, rock, path, and even add decorations throughout your land. It's actually pretty fun and allows you to have a unique look for your homeland. Additionally, you can decorate and even expand the inside of your house. Many vendors sell unique furniture items that you can place. You must recruit cats to your colony in order to progress, kind of like a multi-level marketing scheme. Once you reach a certain number of cats, a new dark ruin is unlocked. The dark ruins kind of act like a dungeon where you clear out enemies which range in difficulty and solve puzzles. I'm not the best at puzzles, so some of them took a few tries. Mostly the memory ones, I'm not good at those, but for the most part they weren't too hard at all. From what I have seen though, the puzzles actually get more challenging with each dark ruin. At the end of each ruin, there is a little bit of a mini boss fight where you discover the being who is summoning all of those nasty void cats.
Don't you understand? You are doomed! I might be doomed.
In each fight, the enemy is different with a unique ability that you have to thwart to win. Since we're on the subject, let me talk about combat in this game. Combat is overall pretty simple. You have one main attack where you kind of just click the same key, but you can hold down said key to charge up your attack and make it more powerful. Additionally, you have 4 slots for special attacks, which you can unlock by spending experience points. There are a ton of them that you can unlock and also upgrade to be more powerful. You better come prepared for the fight because you do not want to die. I have died an embarrassing amount of times in this game.
Ooh, bees. Oh my god!
And when you die, you get punished. You lose a lot of your inventory and you miss a whole calendar day. This is pretty bad if you spend the whole day collecting herbs and special items. Which leads me to our next topic, resource gathering. There are a ton of different things to collect in this game. With each season, there are certain herbs and berries that you can forage for. Each one is going to have some sort of benefit or other use inside the game. For instance, golden seal is really important in this game because it is one of the healing herbs. Each herb also has a quality rating which can determine how effective it is when used. These herbs can also be farmed on a small scale once you unlock the ability by recruiting a cat named Alabaster. You don't have to water your crops each day, but you do have to fertilize them if you don't want to wait forever for them to grow. Farming is totally optional in this game in my opinion, and I actually like that. You don't have to farm in this game if you don't want to, and if you do, you don't have to do something every single day to not risk losing your crops. Gardening really is just an extra benefit, but I do find it useful, especially the more you progress in game. Of course, since you're a cat, you can't sustain yourself on berries alone, so hunting is another main resource collecting feature in this game. There are so many types of animals, including fish, that you can hunt that all spawn at different points on the map and at different seasons. And if you eat them, it restores your hunger, which functions as the main energy source in this game. You'll notice that it's a little quick time event, or you just have to get the little line inside the spacebar. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it, but I'm still pretty bad at it, to be honest. There's also bug collecting, which I haven't found a use for yet other than gifting and just completing the collections page in the game. The museum in this game is pretty interesting. You donate items called curios to the museum, which seem to be these random items that humans left behind. You can find them all around the game in little packages called unidentified curios, which you then take the museum to be identified. You can also purchase them at certain shops. There are a lot of curios to be found. I am far from completing the museum. If you're wondering if there's a purpose to collecting curios, there actually is. You get rewarded for every donation milestone in the museum with some unique items. The last bit of resource that I'll cover today is mining. This, I would say, is a very fun part of the game. In your colony, you have a mine run by a sassy group of moles. You can descend down the stairs and use only your claws to break through rocks. There are rest stops as you go lower, but only every 25 levels. Let me tell you, this makes it pretty challenging to get 25 levels all in one go, as all of the levels are unique and can get more challenging as they go on. Additionally, since mining takes energy, you better bring a lot of food with you or you will simply get starved out of there. Each level also has different enemies and obstacles that can be present. My least favorite are the stinky levels, which emit a poisonous fart cloud looking gas. You can sell your items to the main mole of the operation, Molo, for an alternative currency called Mole Cash, and you best use this to get a headlamp because it gets dark in those mines. He sells you some other cool useful things for Mole Cash as well. You can also upgrade your headlamp and other abilities by using resources that you have mined. I believe the mine goes down to 100 levels, but then you're not done. There are actually 2 additional mines that you can unlock. I haven't gotten that far in my playthrough yet. We talked a lot about mining here, but there is just so much going on with mining. It is absolute chaos and I love it. Let's steer away from talking about collecting now and get on to everyone's favorite cozy game feature, relationships. There is definitely a large social aspect to this game. Every cat in your colony can be befriended through talking every day as well as gifts, but you best get them something that they like because if you don't, they will hate you. Once you have a high enough friendship with a cat, you can take them along on your adventures as a buddy. I absolutely love this feature as I am a coward and need someone to go into the dark scary mine with me. Each character has different perks, health points, and damage that they do, making them useful in different situations. They can even hunt for you, which is pretty cool, but to be honest, they're kind of bad at it. They miss all the time. You can level them up to level 10 to make them even better at what they do and die less quickly. If you unlock a character named Talon, you get what are called squads. These are random groups of cats that can be set out across the map to conquer different areas that give you access to passive resource collecting. I know, back on that resource collecting, that is the nature of cozy games. Each little square on the map you can gain influence over, and once you do, a squad can be sent out each day to collect whichever resource is present in that area. This is really important if you want to maintain certain boosts like extra relationship points gain in your colony. You can also romance the characters in this game. I was not expecting that at first since you play as a cat, but what the hell, why not? With each cat having a different personality and dialogue, it definitely makes things interesting. If you get a high enough romance with your chosen partner, you can actually get married to them, which is pretty cool. Eventually, you can have your own kittens, but I haven't gotten that far yet. It does seem pretty cool though, because I'm definitely going to give my kids some unhinged names akin to my own Spatula. Harvest Moon fans will be delighted to hear that there are actually rival romances and marriages that can take place in your colony. That's right, folks, the cats can fall in love on their own and leave you in the dust, so you better wed old Crampy before they become the colony heartbreaker. There is a lot to do in this game. It's actually a sequel to the game Cattails, which I've not had the pleasure of playing, but as someone new to the series, it was super easy to get into. I genuinely cannot recommend this game enough. I've enjoyed playing it on my own, not even just to make a video on. Who knew playing as a little pixelated cat could be so enjoyable? I haven't even come close to finishing the game yet either. There's still so much content I have yet to explore, and I can't wait to continue playing this. Thank you once again to the developer for giving me a key to this game. If any of you all have played this game or its predecessor, let me know in the comments down below. There will also be a link to the game's Steam page in the description because I do highly recommend it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more fun content like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.